The initial data we saw that's been in the already published for Mirvetuximab comes from a pretty extensive phase 1 experience where we initially, in kind of a traditional phase 1 fashion, allowed treatment in very heavily pretreated patients and actually saw efficacy in that group, and then sort of started to see where our target was and narrowed down that population of women with 1 to 3 prior lines of therapy and medium to high folate receptor alpha expression. And so in those kind of single arm early phase studies, we saw response rates over 40%, and those response rates were quite durable for patients with platinum resistant disease. So that was the signal that led to the development of Forward One as a registration trial in a similar population. We also know from that, again, fairly large phase 1 experience what our expected toxicities would be. So we knew that we did not see a tremendous amount of hematologic toxicity. We knew that we had to expect some gastrointestinal toxicity, mainly diarrhea and a little bit of nausea, but those were fairly easily mitigated in the phase 1. And then as a class effect for many antibody drug conjugates, and Mirvetuximab is certainly no exception, you do see visual disturbances, blurry vision, and keratopathy most classically associated. And so we did see that in the phase 1 experience and really worked quite hard to develop mitigation strategies for that to prevent it from happening at all, and or make sure that if it did happen, it was a very low grade, 100% reversible, and that we had a good plan, again, for moving forward into a more generalized population in the phase 3 study.